European officials continue to express their support and reaffirm commitment to Ukraine after Friday's Oval Office spat. Ukrainian soldiers reflect on the Oval Office spat between US President Donald Trump and his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky.
PKK militants in Turkey declare a ceasefire after waging an insurgency in the country for the last 4 decades.
Syrians in the capital, Damascus, are observing their first holy month of Ramadan in more than 5 decades free of the Assad family rule. European officials are continuing to express their support for Ukraine after Friday's shocking White House chaos. US President Donald Trump hosted Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky in the Oval Office to discuss the possibility of peace. The meeting, which started calmly, ended anything but, as Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance proceeded to berate and shout at Zelensky. In the hours that followed the spectacle, many European leaders rallied to Ukraine's side to express solidarity with Kyiv and Zelensky. The wave of support continued the day after. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock warned that, quote, "a new era of nefariousness had begun," but stressed that the incident will only increase Berlin's commitment to Ukraine. Lithuania's President Gitanas Nausėda expressed his support for Ukraine while insisting that communication must resume, arguing that a peace deal is beneficial to both the US and Ukraine. Interim Romanian President Ilie Bolojan reaffirmed his support for Kyiv, underlining that no decision regarding Ukraine's future can be taken without their participation. He also pleaded for lasting peace and security guarantees to ensure Russia does not take the time off to rearm and launch a new war. Ukrainian soldiers on the 92nd Assault Brigade reflected on the Oval Office spat between US President Donald Trump and his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky. A soldier argued that both Kyiv and Washington need to make compromises in order to facilitate a peace agreement, adding that Ukraine's security is equally important to both. Another soldier, nicknamed Edo, praised Zelensky and expressed his full support to his president.
З Верховним головнокомандуючим я повністю солідарен. Я думаю, що багато політиків американських навіть не знає, що тут коїться. По тому такі приклади сварок, як була вчора.
Another soldier noted that troops on the front lines don't know how to feel about the incident. The spat to them indicated Washington backing away from a role it has exercised for decades, being a guarantor of global security. He also added that without US support, the situation could get very hard for Ukraine.
The Kurdistan Workers' Party declared a ceasefire on Saturday, 2 days after their imprisoned leader called for the militant group to disarm. The conflict between Turkey and the PKK has led to tens of thousands of deaths since it began in 1984. Its initial aim was an independent Kurdish state, but later changed to demands for more autonomy. The ceasefire is the first sign of a break in the conflict since peace talks between the PKK and Ankara broke down in the summer of 2015.
Syrians in the capital, Damascus, are observing their first Ramadan in more than 5 decades free of the Assad family rule. Bashar al-Assad, president of 24 years, was overthrown in early December in a dramatic rebellion led by the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham group. And this year, Damascenes say the feeling and customs of the holy month have been restored.
يعني ما بتحس انه اجى رمضان مبينه يعني هلا مبينه المطاعم مسكره العالم ما لها مفطره مبينه ما حدا بدخن ما حدا يعني عم بياكل بالطريق عادي كنا ما نحس في رمضان يعني.
The interim government, led by former HDS Islamist leader Ahmad al-Sharh, has reportedly imposed harsh punishments during Ramadan. All restaurants, coffee shops, and street food stands were ordered to remain closed during the day, and people were barred from publicly eating and drinking. Penalties for violators include financial fines and up to 3 months' imprisonment. Some fear the measures may indicate the country could turn into an Islamic state,